You can come here and be skeptic. It's okay to be skeptic. I can stand up to that. I can face the skepticism. You don't have to believe me. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, in Pumping Iron. That movie is like, oh, when I lift and I get the pump, it's like I'm coming inside my muscle and I go out on stage. Imagine the pleasure I'm in. It's like I'm coming all the time, Or Sadhguru, he's like, this stuff will release dimensions within you. This yoga, this Kriya yoga, this bhakti, it will open you up to dimensions of pleasure. That's just it's gonna make a ton of difference. And all these people are saying it. Even some of these gourmet chefs is like, oh, you taste my food, it's like an explosion in your mouth. It's like coming inside of your mouth, a big orgasm. And that's Kung Fu, that's Kung Fu. That's taking it to the highest level where it becomes spiritual. You see those Chinese people, Shaolin monks, Kung Fu is that, taking it up to that spiritual level. And then you look at Abrahamic religions. You know who you are. You're Islam, youngest of the bunch, Christianity, and Judaism. And your devotion seems to kind of be imbalanced in the way that your tools are not giving you gnosis. It's not taking you where you need to go. You should be right up there with the gurus, right? You should have the same thing, or else it's just not fair. Why you have to be on a team if you're on a losing team? And I see you guys. You got some tools. So I've made a list of 6 tools that are accessible for everybody. And all I want you to do, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, Hindu, Muslim, it doesn't matter who you are. These are just tools, right? And maybe if you recognize them, you could use these tools in a way that's even better. It's even more direct, and you can acknowledge that this is part of your tool case, because what I see in a lot of people is that their devotion is kind of paralyzing them. So instead of actually doing the practice, you just say it, you just like, I am a Muslim, I am a Christian, I am a Jew, I am a Hindu, I am a Shivite, I am a Agori. But then there's no meditation. There's no practice. That's not fair. It's just not fair towards you that you walk around blindly like this. So let's just get straight into it. 2 minutes, but it was important to address you properly. Hypnosis is to be relaxed and to be aware and open to suggestion. Smooth progression through increasingly more specific suggestions. Just come in, like you close your eyes, you relax. And it's not me coming, you are gonna look and see this. It's like, maybe you can kind of sort out that when you look at the darkness, it's not all dark. It's not, when you close your eyes, it's not like, pure blackness. It's more like looking into a dark fog, pixels and dust, like a mist of particles. I can't come in with those things that make you go, yeah, it's right. And then that you can do all self-guided, just when you relax, when you're slightly dosed, you can do that self-guided. You can do it, yeah. Or it can be guided by a hypnotist, an altered consciousness. There's a ton of this in the Bible. There's a ton of this in the Quran. There's a ton of this in Judaism. It's like, Heaven is like they got streets, they got their streets. It's like, yeah. And it's a delightful place. Well, it should be. And the street is made of gold. It's made of gold. And it's painting this nice visualization to you. I think there's no higher visualization than the visualization of paradise. What could be higher? What could be higher? And I'm frankly not that impressed of the preaching of sulfur, because anybody can make it worse. I mean, it's so readily available for you to think negative. in this earthly existence. Fuck that. That's a low practice. You don't need that. I might keep on going because we're at 5 minutes and I've only gone through one practice. So my advice for you is to start cooking dinner or clean your room and just wear those headphones, okay? We're going to go through everything. So that's, of course, a very meditational practice that only requires you relax and that you guide yourselves, and that's hypnosis. That's what it is. That's a scientific term, and it works. It's a legit practice. In fact, if you're going into dream and you want to go in lucid, you can guide your way there with hypnosis if you're good at it. And if you need an example, well, then just have somebody on YouTube guide you, like anti-anxiety relax hypnosis. You need to relax. Yeah, just take 5 minutes deep relaxation hypnosis, and you learn the techniques just while it's like just cozying yourself through the learning process, and the progress. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna come on its own. It's doing what's natural to do while learning the maximum amount at the same time. It's just super good. 6 minutes. Let's keep on going. Talismanism, right? Through rituals, infusing it with meaning and intention, it becomes a reminder of a desired outcome, providing fast access and constant reminding. Let's go into Christianity. We talked about Muslims, right? Let's talk about the Christian girls, the good girls. She don't mess around. She don't mess around. She's a good girl. Yeah, and she's on an airplane, and it's a poor country. No, or maybe it's a Scandinavian country. Cold, lots of winds, small village, airport, small plane. One of those tiny ones, in order to get down there, and the wind is blowing like, whoosh, Captain gets on the speaker, and he says, yeah, we're gonna attempt a landing down at this small shitty airport. Wind is pretty rough. We're expecting major turbulence. Maybe we won't make it. We're gonna have to go even further north in order to land at the bigger airport up there. But we're gonna make an attempt. Yeah, hold on tight. Boing. Cabin starts laughing like, oh, fuck me, because it's gonna be like a roller coaster. She's on there. She's on the plane. This cute Christian good girl, she don't mess around, and she's got the gold cross and a necklace given to her by her grandpa, and it's a real gold cross. It's a cute little gold cross, and her skin is tan. Oh, she's a small town girl. She's the girl next door. Oh my God. And she grabs that necklace with her hand. It's like, oh, Jesus, protect me. Please let me land. Please not. Let me not get inconvenienced by this. Let this plane land. Just let it land. She's so cute. You're looking over at her. It's like, wow, that's a good girl right there. That's a traditional good girl. I mean, those girls are well liked now, right? I think you're tired of the thoughts. The OnlyFans girls. This is a good girl. This is somebody you can bring home. This is somebody who knows how to cook a meal. If you know what I'm saying. She's holding that cross. That's a talisman. In kickboxing, you think I don't know Muslims? Yeah, many of you guys are in martial arts. I met a ton of you, and you have like one of you guys had like a rosary necklace, but instead of the cross, it's like some symbolic Islam, that Allah symbol on that rosary necklace, and you go through it and you pray the Shahada at once for every necklace bead. And that's a mantra, man. That's a completely legit way to get into a trance. So you don't have to. Don't let me flex on you. Don't let us Buddhists are so boring. They're so boring. It's like, yes, the Buddha, and they start talking. It's like, oh, it's so boring. It's supposed to be so exciting, and they make it boring. It's bad. Anyways, yeah, don't let these other people flex on you. Use those practices. You can, because I know you guys are in trouble. And I'm talking to all of you Abrahamic religions. You can get into some crazy cross pressure where you're trying to fit into the host country culture, or the colloquial culture, the culture of most people, the laws of the land. And then you're meeting crazy pressure from your group, don't do that. Don't do that. But then you go to the other places like, wow, no, do that. It's this super confusing, crazy cross pressure, right? And in this, just forget about it. Just do the practice. Do the mantra. Christians have mantras too. That's what you're supposed to be doing if you read the Bible, Sermon of the Mount. Jesus is saying, no. Don't make your own prayer. Pray the Lord's Prayer. Pray this prayer. Because you already know. You trust the process, right? You already know what you're going to get. He already knows what you need. So you just pray the Lord's Prayer. And don't be filled by anything but the certainty that it's going to work. If you're a Christian and you don't remember that one and you're just praying all kinds of prayers, go to the Sermon on the Mount. Find the basics first. Get down with the basics and do it properly. Do that every day. It's going to give you... Then you have a mantra, dude. Then you got yourself a chant that's just filling you with power. Yeah, that's all I want for you guys, power. Because you got the humbleness. I've met so many of you. It's so nice, and you get fucked in the spiritual attainment department. Because instead of doing the practice, it's like, I'm a Christian, isn't that enough? I'm a Jew, isn't that enough? No, it's not. You got to do the practice. You got to do it. Devotion, it's right in the sense that ultimately it's your faith that decides everything. But if you're going to get to that faith, it's nice for it not to take forever. We can skip a little bit in line. We can take a shortcut, And if you position yourself just right, that's what the practice is going to do. Okay, so Jews. Let's go to the Jews and talk about sigils. Star of David. That's a super occult symbol, man. Do you have any idea how old that symbol is? Holy shit, it's super old. It used to be part of the symbol. So the kind of opening that's a slit, that would be the Muladhara chakra, and then the Star of David would be the heart chakra, and the upper chakra would be like two intertwined rectangles, quadrats, and they would be equal on all sides and all that stuff. So those were, in some systems, those are the only 3 chakras, I'm going to get into some chakra systems later. But anyways, just research that symbol, just absorb it, the seal of Solomon, find out what is meant by the body being the temple. But the sigil is also something else. It's like a symbol containing secret knowledge to shield the true meaning in the privacy of the practitioner's mind. Yeah, keep people off your case, man. You don't have to take your symbol, just construct something. Maybe, they wouldn't understand. Maybe there's no word for it. Well, we make a symbol for it, then we have a way to relate to it. It's right there. I wrote it. When I experienced it, I wrote it down. Got a huge experience, I couldn't explain it, made a symbol, right? Allowing safety, you feel safe because only you know the meaning of that symbol. Uninitiates can't come here and pass judgment on you. It's like, you can never do that. You know how that feels? Oh man, you're insane. You don't want to hear that shit. You don't need that right now. You got issues, They're not the only people. Your peer group and the people surrounding you, they're not the only ones who needs to get healing from their issues. You gotta have some me time. You gotta have some me space, okay? So sigils, super important. And you're already doing it. That's my point, I guess. Because a lot of times when I present people with these practices, if they're deep in that group, that they have to be in denial about this sort of stuff, it's like, we would never do that. It's like, you're already doing it, man. Why not do it properly? Why not? And I'm not saying take my advice. I'm saying go into your own symbol. Say you're Christian. Okay, so you're praying the Lord's Prayer. What does he actually mean? What's the essence that he's trying to outbring when he says Heavenly Father? Yeah, what's the essence of that? Let thy will be done. Why is that safer? Why? Because some part within you is gonna come in to play and do it just perfectly. I mean, that's the essence of it, right? So you go through it like that. It is much better for you. Now but when you do it, the Lord's Prayer or the Shahada or whatever you do, it's the essence, it's the intention, it's being filled by the Spirit, inspiration, the essence of it, the true gnosis, Yeah. This is exciting stuff, man. I should be talking like this. I shouldn't be talking like the researcher Buddhists, like, when Siddhartha Gautama, he became the Buddha. And by sitting many days he was sitting. It's like, oh my God, get me out of this monastery. We don't use soap. We don't use, it's like, just get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. This is supposed to be the thing. This is supposed to be the thing that you're most passionate about. I wanted it to be a certain way. If it only were so. There can still be that way, man. You can still do it. Just gotta be magic, man. Just gotta be divine, get in touch with that inner core. Man, we're at 16 minutes. Next time I'm going to go through frustration, deprivation, and overstimulation. That's what I'm going to do for you. But for now, yeah, let's just keep it at that. Let's keep it at bay. The Hindus, doing the yoga. Yeah, they're ahead of you, man. They're ahead of you. But, I believe you can do it. I believe that you can beat them at the finishing line if you just get in and just do it. Because you got the basics, man. I'm just a Christian. You got the basics, man. I'm just atheist. Damn. So you believe in hypnosis? Yeah. You believe in schizophrenia, that you can see things that aren't even there. You believe in the mind being loose by REM sleep, able to experience anything, tactile hallucinations. You believe in that shit, man. Wow, you're hardcore atheist. You can do it. You can do it. Just get in touch with that. You believe in consciousness. Yeah, because it's so vast you can't even explain it. Look, don't fool yourself. You could have said God. You could have chosen to say magic, but you chose science. That's okay. It's okay, man. Do you know that the old word for science, scienza, the way it was used by the ancient Greeks, it's the same as gnosis. It's the same as divinely revealed knowledge. Yeah. The true vastness of consciousness. You believe in that shit? You're atheist, man. You're super hardcore. You can become the next Buddha. You can get the full enlightenment thing. Yeah. You believe in psychedelics. Wow. You believe in Mike Tyson taking 5-MeO-DMT, man, and experiencing God. Getting that experience because it's a drug, it's in the brain. You believe in neural pathways, like a raceway already existing in your mind. You just need to get those neurons firing through meditation, man. Wow, you're super hardcore. You don't believe in any of the religions. You believe in science. Oh my God. Wow, you're so smart, man. You totally figured it all out. You're so smart. Come on, just get in there. Do it with your atheist power. Yeah.